You said that you've been lonely, makes you cold as ice. Hard to get to know me, but better than the lights. No way I'd let you slip by. No way I'd let you say bye. You said there ain't no reason, but I'll sit here every day, waiting for the moment I won't feel like I should stay. No way I'd let you slip by. No way I'd let you say bye. Can we watch it fade, fade away? Can we let it fade, fade away? We'll take it day by day. Can we watch it fade, fade away? You said that you've been searching, silencing your mind, trying to be patient, but running out of time. No way I'd let you slip by. No way I'd let you say bye. You said there ain't no meaning, I just wanna understand everything that led us here, the teardrops when I hold your hand. No way I'd let you slip by. No way I'd let you say bye. Can we watch it fade, fade away? Can we let it fade, fade away? We'll take it day by day. Can we watch it fade, fade away?
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Pokémon, the Pokemon Professor, and my voice still is killing me. Oh man, this is gonna suck today, but you know what, we're gonna try and get through it. We only have like a day and a half left, I hope, so maybe we're gonna have like another scene or two. Plus we have, well, unmute here, whatever this is. So we're picking up from the exact middle, I believe, of Saturday. I can actually check the save data. And yeah, it was Saturday. So we're picking up in the middle of the weekend here for our final episode of the day. Remember, as always, we're going to have our highlights in the description, not description, highlights in the pinned comment down below as usual. And with that out of the way, let's just begin. Let's just get this out of the way because I'm going to try and get this while my voice is still somewhat intact. Meanwhile, you are no longer you. Oh, we're a Leaf now. Okay, this is an interesting way to start off. It's been a while since we've been a Leaf, actually. I think the last time we were a Leaf was during June 1st, maybe? Was that it? I think so. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I mean, Clara's done so much for me, right? I need to pay her back. The least I can do is go to her party. So we are going to Clara's party. As a Leaf. Interesting. A text. Bestie, where are you, girl? Bunny suit debut. Party starts on 12. Oh, that's right, I need to get going. Alright, I'll throw my costume in my bag, grab my hat. Okay, finally, time to go to a party I didn't plan. A real party with hot girls and expensive snacks and... I'm not sure what else is at college parties. Beer, maybe? Well, I'll know when I get there. Let's see, the sorority's dorm block is in Pledge Hall, right? I think Clara said we'd meet in front of Relic, since it's midway between us. Okay, here I go. I am paying this goddamn diem. Oh wait, we get to see, hold on real quick. Before we get to whatever this is gonna be, we get to see our relations with... We get to see, Leaf's relations with everybody else, so... Surprisingly enough, she's not in the negatives with anyone to my knowledge. She's barely up with Yellow. 650 with me. 10,000 with Rosa. That's, something. Okay. Level 7 with Clara as well, so pretty high up there. I don't even remember what I'm highest up in. I'm pretty sure it's Leaf, and I'm like 200 with her. So she has 600 with me. With Rosa, she has 10,000, which is a godforsaken number, and I'm not even sure if it went up from last time. Maybe I'll have to see. Oh, you can also see the relationships with her, too. So, Idolator, Date, Secret Keeper, Mentee, Bestie, Teammate, Friend, Former Dorm Mate, Rival. So Blue and her are rivals. There's your Teammate, Friend, Classmate, Dorm Mate, Friend, Former Dorm Mate, Teammate, Underclassman. Yeah, it just looks like everything from here on is normal. Student, Former Dorm Mate. Teammate, Friend, Former Dorm Mate again, Classmate, and Friend. Very interesting, actually. It's kind of unique. I like getting these, sort of insights into everybody else to see exactly what they think of everyone else. Like, there's Mentee with Janine, there's Idolator, of course, there's Date, and Bestie. There you go. Is that a question mark, by the way? All the way in the bottom, do you guys see that? Like, right at the bottom right-hand corner of the Bestie symbol with Clara. That's a 7. That's a 7, right? Yeah, it's a 7. Are there any of those other numbers with... Okay, Nate is suspicious. Okay, I didn't see that last time, but... Yeah, I think that's just it, so... Bestie's 7. I'll have to keep that in mind. Alright. Let's go back. If it'll let me. There we go, that took 4 times. Oh, there's Clara. Oh god, what is she wearing? Chat, we're going to black screen mode. I hope that's okay to show. Sorry, kids, but we're gonna have to deal with this for a while. Bestie, hi! Hi! Huh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not wearing a costume? I guess you couldn't find one that fit? No, I found one, and it fits, I mean, I think. If it doesn't, then post it and tell me, but I think it does. Oh, so why? Are you not confident in your body? Because I can understand that, really. No, it's not that. I'm sorry. I think I would change there. I just didn't think, I guess. Great, I was really worried. Well, you should go put it on. You'll never feel comfortable walking across campus in your bunny suit without practicing first. Wait, walking across... Why would I need to do that? Can't I just change there? Imagine if you just walked into a party with your full clothes and then you... Oh my god, I'm fucking stuttering like a bitch, bro. Oh my god. Imagine if you walked into the party in your full clothes and then you opened the door and everyone else was in their costumes. That'd be really embarrassing, right? Really, yeah. Well, then, that's why I'm here, to look out for you. But I kinda don't want to stay out here any longer than I have to. I mean, the idea of me debuting the suits to each other before the party is fun, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. I mean, it's one thing if you want to come out in your bunny suit to show off to your bestie, but I really don't want to just stand around here while I wait for you to run back to your dorm to change. Can you hurry? Oh, no, you don't have to worry about that. Sorry, I really should have just thought about this before. You can just see my costume when the party starts since it's so soon, right? You go ahead, where's the dream block? We're meeting at, Aura Hall, room 303. We'll probably spread out to other rooms as the night goes on, but we'd like to keep it small to start off. Best way to keep the party going all night. If you want some real damage, you have to be subtle. Sharon never figured that out. Right, so if you don't want the disciplinary committee busting in and ruining our good time. So true, bestie. Okay, I'll just find a bathroom or something somewhere in the relic hall and get changed then. And put on your makeup, right? I have some on. Oh. Well, it wouldn't hurt to put on a little more, sweetheart. Oh, okay. I'll need to run back to my dorm to grab mine, but oh, don't worry about that. I've actually got some with me. Clara, take a key. Clara takes a quick look around and reaches into her corset. Her hand keeps going, and going, and going. Holy shit, how much space does she have in there? Finally, she pulls out a little black tube of makeup adorned with a foppish silhouette outlined in gold. It looks vaguely familiar. Here, bestie, the top is eyeshadow, the bottom is lipstick. Sorry, thanks, I've been dropping the ball so much. It's alright, I'm glad you can come to the party. Thanks, I'll see you in a bit. Meanwhile... Alright, we're back with us, I think. Yeah, we are. Alright, so that was, interesting. Well... Should we do a scene right now, or should I save my voice? Because I don't know, my voice is not doing too well right now. I think we'll... Yeah, we'll do a scene. Who do we have? So just May and... Okay, wait, what do I need to get? Here. Oh, Misty's unavailable. Nice. I need to reach rank 4, which is honestly not that close. Where am I? I'm at rank 1 with Nate. Where's Nate at? I already reached rank 4 with her. Where's her next scene with Nessa? Oh, she's unavailable. Okay, interesting. Oh, I need to reach rank 2 with Hilbert? Okay, I really gotta get the ball rolling with Hilbert. Let's see. Jubilant is her. There's not another scene with her, is there? Level 4 again, another scene with Rosa, so that's not gonna happen this time, maybe next time. Can find a way to get that to work. T is level 6. Relationship is human! In all capital letters. No more scenes there. No more scenes with Wally or you or you. Dorm mate, level 4. Don't want to think about that one. Alright. My voice hurts. Okay. So yeah, we'll wait on May until tomorrow. We're just going to go over and chill with Whitney for now, because I'm assuming that meeting is going to be a lot less long than whatever this is. The bees? Okay, hold on. Change of plans. What's this? Oh, sorry again. Hey, Whitney, is that Kobe you were talking about around? Not right now, but it keeps coming back to the field, and I swear it's calling me hot. We'll see. Anyway, if we want it to show up, I think it shows up more often when Flynn and I try to picnic here. Maybe that helps? Yeah, it just might. I think I know what to do. If I were to come here smelling like a poke treat koh-BU would like, then... Oh, I guess we're back here then. Alright, whatever. Let's just go not do this right now. Next scene for Flannery is level 4 in the evening. Next scene for Gardenia is meet in the fields. Wait. Oh, that's the wrong button. Hold on, how do I get out of here? Alright, there we go. So, let me think. There we go. Hold on. Is my... Okay, good. Okay, good. I just need to make sure my stuff was plugged in. I don't know why I thought... I saw the power save thing and thought we were messed up. So meet in the fields. I'm assuming that's just leave campus. Okay, yeah, there it is. You text Gardenia and meet up with her in the fields. And that kind of fills out pretty much everything I can tell you about battling in one sitting. Man, I need some water. Man, my throat is sore. I don't normally talk this much for so long. Fudge am I, and I came prepared. Here you go. Oh, okay, I guess. Gardenia tosses you a bottle of water. It slips through your hands and lands perfectly on its cap. You popped open, you both pop off for a moment before agreeing further acknowledgement of this awesome feat would ruin it. So the only thing left to do after this is a battle. See if you can put what I've said into practice. Let's make it a single battle. Okay, so she's gonna have grass type, so let's just do that real quick. Ready? Sure am, let's go! And we're gonna save on the just in case file. Because we always do before battles, of course. And let's go. So I'm not sure what level Gardenia has, but... Okay, it's a little bit higher than mine, but... Okay, there we go. Okay, well, we just kind of finish it in 2, so... There we go. That's nice. We'll take that extra 24. This is going to go before me, isn't it? No, it's not. Oh my god, we're going to die here. That's going to be annoying. Oh, I missed. Oh. I don't know what that was about. Oh, I died. Okay, cool. So, that's nice, I guess. That's a decent start. I might as well send in set. Why not? If you're ever afraid of something, then just send in set. It'll be fine. Okay, so now I just kind of win, don't I? Because Aurora Beam. Yeah. Oh, I'm down to Phantup. Well, I'm definitely not going to be able to win with him, so I guess you win. I forfeit. Phantup frisked the foe's set and found 1 fairy feather. You win! Pikachu's liberation limit increased by 1. You're just too strong. What can I say? Well battled, partner. I'm not sure it was. What do you mean? Come on, you've got a level 8 Phantup. And you didn't even let me knock it out, you just forfeited. I feel like you wanting to KO a level 8 Phantup is the bigger issue here. That's not the point. I've seen your Phantup before and I thought it was weird, but this is a one-on-one battle and I got a really good look at it. Even besides its low level, it's... Gardenia, I'm gonna ask you straight out, why aren't you training your Phantup? I know you aren't. Please don't try to argue that point. It gained a few levels, but barely any, especially compared to your other Pokemon. I'm scared of it. Thought so. Why didn't you ask for a new starter from Kobukan? Because who would take a girl scared of a Phantup seriously? They're adorable. I mean, creepy, yeah, but cute, too. Besides, it's not like you can just ask for a new starter. Kobukan's been plopping random starter Pokemon on people for hundreds of years, and that strategy's never failed. I mean, I signed up for the Grass and Ghost electives. They gave me a Grass and Ghost type. That's not a coincidence, right? Even if I picked out the Pokeball from a random tray, something weird is going on here. I guess? Yeah, come to think of it, a lot of people got Pokemon that fit the electives they signed up for. Wait, literally everyone I know except Blue did. Am I missing something? Probably, but I'm just as in the dark about it as you are. Well, whatever, that's not really the point right now. Gardenia, I want to help you here. I want to train you up to be a great gym leader so you can open up your flower shop and get your hands dirty every day giving people pretty things. But it's gotta start with this Phantup. Why are you scared of him? You, yourself, said he's adorable, so I know it's not just his appearance. My uncle. Oh, Lord. Well, PTSD flashback. Give me a sec, let me get a drink. Yeah, I saw the issues I had yesterday, so I just got like a full glass of hot water. I almost burnt myself after taking a sip of it earlier. Thankfully, it's calmed down a little bit, so I can actually chug it without burning myself. But, you know, it's still it's still a bit hot, so hopefully that's going to help with my mouth issues. In other news, I'm very interested, I guess, in whatever's happening with Leaf right now. But I guess we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's just keep going on with Gardenia. Oh, how lovely. What a fantastic house. It's so big. Plenty of wildlife, plenty of trees, grass, plants, close to the Pokemon gym too. So when little Gardenia starts her challenge, she can start right next door. I like Jubilee. This planet is so slow and boring. Don't say that, kiddo. Slow and boring is a perfect canvas for us to make a killing. Besides, things are already speeding up. Did you hear that Cynthia started her gym challenge here? Cynthia? Who's that? Is that one of your business partners? Ah, not this one. Not yet anyway. She's a really popular gym challenger from the Sinnoh League right now. She beat the local gym leader just a couple months ago and she's already got 5 badges. She's facing Byron next. Oh, well, no one's getting through the iron wall of Canalave. I'm sure she'll bounce right off him like so many others do. Maybe, but I got an eye for it, and this Cynthia girl is overflowing with it, just like little Gardenia here. Come on, kiddo, let's go check out the uptown, see what sort of businesses are flourishing and what Eterna needs. There you go again, already thinking about how to make money. I didn't hear you complaining about it when I helped you buy this house. Riverfront property, Nikki. That's not something that's easy to find, never mind easy to buy. Give your sister a break. We know you know we appreciate you entirely. I think what Nikki is trying to say is that we just don't want to live in this big house if it means you have to work so hard we never see you. Well, you're a crap out of luck then, because I already bought it, and unless you want to squat in that haunted mansion in the forest, you aren't going to find a bigger one in Eterna. Oh, you're too much. Really, though, thank you. Both Nando and I are really appreciative for what you've done for us. Good, because there's more coming. For now, though, I'm going to go take my favorite niece of mine for a ride around town. Maybe we'll check out that gym nearby. Alright, just make sure to bring her back before dark. You got it, Nando, and hey, when's dark exactly, if that's relative. 1 year later. A new house, it's even bigger than the last one, but surely this was extremely expensive. Hey, Gardenia's a growing girl, she should have a growing house too. Besides, this house, pocket change compared to the money I'm bringing in after the galactic energy deal. You did it again? How much was that deal worth? The real value of this deal is in the contacts I made. Isn't the real value of the deal in the happiness you give people? Sure, in a metaphorical sense, but I'm talking stacks on stacks on stacks. Galactic Energy is now the sole supplier of energy for all of Eterna, and I've got plans to spread their web around to the surrounding areas soon too. Mark my words, Eterna Sound won't be a town in a year. With the green I'm bringing in, we'll attract enough people to push us over the edge to the city, and you know what that means? More federal funds! You are, as always, impressive, though I worry some of the sleepy timelessness of Eterna might be lost in the shuffle. Oh, don't worry about that. Honestly, this town could use a little less timelessness, like that awful haunted mansion in the forest. You know kids go there, right, and go missing? I'm sure that's just an urban legend. Maybe, but I've heard about Driftwood south of Eterna Forest, but they shouldn't have gotten so far north. Well, whether if it's true or not, someone should do something about it. I'd run for mayor if I wouldn't have to divert from my businesses. Actually, hold that thought. Alright, another year is he mayor? Bro. Alright, bro. So, you must be very proud. How do you feel being the first mayor of Eterna City? Like you said, Roxy, very proud. I'd like to thank my amazing sister, Nikki, and my favorite niece, Gardenia, there in the crowd. Couldn't have done this without their support. Hey, just kidding you, Nando. That's my brother-in-law, Roxy. Yeah, over there in the funny hat. Couldn't have done this without you either. Thanks for helping me out with the campaign funds. I'll pay you back, I promise. Seems family's very important to you. It's the most important thing, Roxy. And now as mayor, every Eterna City's citizen is my family, and I'll take care of you. I've got a lot of plans for this city. We're not going to be a little rinky-dink that makes people pass through to get to Heifer anymore. Timelessness is so yesterday. We gotta modernize and build up our industry, our economy, our tourism, and make Eterna a place worth visiting. Make my words, in a year, Champion Cynthia will be visiting this place. In 5, she'll probably be living here. And the first part of that is tearing down the death trap in the forest. Every cent I've got left will go towards turning that place into firewood. Well, haven't we done it yet? Nostalgia? Afraid the ghost will get us? Ha! Funny how all the ghosts disappear when someone superstitious shows up. No more of our kids are going to wander in there and disappear. Is that happening? We haven't reported anything about that yet. Have you heard anything like that, Ollie? The cameraman shakes his head and shrugs. Well, you know how it is. No one's reporting it, but we all know it's happening. But no longer under my watch. Personally, I just think he has such a vendetta against the house because it's the biggest house in Eterna that he can't buy. Hey, I heard that, and I may have an ulterior motive, but hey, every deal should accomplish 2 things, like I always say, right, Gardenia? Oh, that is where she got that from. How does your brother keep finding bigger and bigger houses? He's not building new ones, is he? I can't begin to tell. I think we might want to talk him into downsizing. 3 moves in 4 years is a lot for Gardenia, and I'm worried it's putting pressure on her. I must agree, sweetheart. I don't want to seem ungrateful, but we're reaching the point that we have to scream to be heard in any other room in this house. Gardenia disappears for hours, and when I call her, she says she's in her bedroom. I have to ask which one and which for. Well, my brother does like to spoil us. I just wish he was around this massive house he bought more. Some people are just workaholics. For all of his admirable traits, your brother is squarely in that camp. A knock at the door? Now the question is, which one? Oh, hello, Jupiter, right? From City Hall? Yes, I'm the mayor's secretary. We're afraid he's been missing for a couple days, and we were hoping you might know where he is. Missing? Like, gone missing? Unfortunately. As the person in charge of keeping track of his whereabouts and managing his schedule, I feel this lays squarely on me, but more important than assigning blame is locating him again. Of course. Well, I'm sure he'll be found again. I'll call him on his mobile. I bet he just, perhaps got distracted brokering a deal and forgot to do work. The mayor has publicly divested himself all of his income besides his salary of mail. Unless he is engaged in illicit hidden business, I've got no idea what sort of deal you may be referring to. It's just an idea. The last time someone in the office saw him, he mentioned he was going to mansion in Eterna Forest. Naturally, we have deployed all the police force and asked the gym leader to scan the area. No signs yet, but we'll stay vigilant. We'll keep an eye out, Miss Juniper. Thanks for letting us know. Please do. I will, in turn, let you know if any developments occur. Good day. Another year goes by. Please, just give us a little more time. We'll find the money. I promise we will. Somehow. Mr. Nedany, it is not my lenience to give. The bank wants you out of its house. I came to give you an early warning, not to be bargained with. But the money exists. We know it does somewhere. My brother had it before he went missing. He knows the account, the codes. The late mayor. My brother is not dead. The former mayor's hypothetical possession of the funds he was using to pay for this house is of no account to the bank. He is no longer paying, and you are living in a house you have neither title to nor ability to pay for or sell. You have done so for a year. From a legal perspective, this is a criminal act. What will we do? Gardenia, she's just a girl. We have no other funny family to stay with. Perhaps friends? Miss Juniper, Please do not ask. Was your brother's secretary, Mr. Nedany, an employee. The bond between he and I was severed when he renegotiated his contract. There was never a bond between you and I. Please do not make me be cruel. I believe there is a homeless shelter somewhere near the condominiums. We cannot go there. When my brother-in-law departed with our money, he took much of the cities too. The homeless shelter is almost full to be. Oh my God! The homeless shelter is almost full to bursting with people that is act harmed. I fear what may happen to Gardenia if we were to go there. Then perhaps there's one more option, just until you can get back on your feet. I was attempting on your behalf to see if squatter rights can be applied in this case. They do not, but in the process, another possibility occurred to me. A place where they would. No. No! Not here! Not here! Anywhere but here! Not where the ghost took him! Please not here! Anywhere but here! I don't want to live here! Please! Gardenia? Gardenia? Gardenia! I hated that house. I don't care if you won't believe me, but it's true. That house was full of ghosts. And I don't mean ghost Pokemon, actual human physical ghosts, and they're the ones who took my uncle away. They'd show up as red eyes in paintings, shadows would appear on the TVs, they'd throw china around the kitchen, then the next day the china would be in one piece again and the table was laid. My uncle made it his mission to kick the ghosts out of that house, and they took him for it. That's what happened. Gardenia glares at you, daring you to contradict her. You have some doubts, but perhaps now's not the time. I hated being homeless. It was uncomfortable, it was cold, it was scary, and it was so embarrassing. I spent every second I could in the forest. I was more comfortable jumping out of my bedroom window to the treetops outside than I was walking down the creaky stairs to the kitchen. When I went to school, the other kids saw my ragged clothes and my old shoes and the dark circles under my eyes, and they whispered that I was a ghost, that I was some kid who went into the mansion and got lost forever. My voice is killing me. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true, I promise. That's why I hate ghosts. That's why I'm trying to get the disciplinary committee to carrying Kobukan of ghosts. That's why I can't train fans up there, because every time I look at his empty, unblinking red eyes, I remember the red eyes that would watch me from the mirrors in that awful mansion. I'm so sorry you had to live with that. I bet you're probably the only one at Kobukan who can even halfway understand what it's like to be poor. We were only in that house for 5 years, but it changed me. It changed my mom and it changed my dad. Our thermostats were never a degree hotter than they needed to be. We have wallets bulging with coupons. Dinners are planned based on whatever ingredients expire soonest. I can outbid a large regional energy company in Sinnoh. I can still patch up my own clothes. My mom cuts my hair. We make bread out of old nanab berries. The stuff stays with you. I get it, I really do. I know it's not fair to Phantom to say that I'm not giving the training my other Pokemon get, but it's not fair to me that I got a Phantom in the first place. I have a question, just one. Why did you sign up for the Ghost Elective if you're so scared of them? Well, like I said, it's a know your enemy kind of thing. Most people attend Kobukan just to know the strengths of their Pokemon, but you can also take a class to learn their weaknesses. And once I know the weaknesses of all those damn ghosts are, I'll finish my uncle's work and bust them, bag them, tag them, send them to the great beyond. Maybe even sell my services to other people who are dealing with a ghost problem. That plan doesn't seem super compatible with the flower shop at Gym idea. I guess not, but there is something I have to do. Well, if I can clear out Kobukan, then it'll be proof enough that it can be done at least. Well, I guess I have to wish you luck. We're definitely going to have to talk about your Phantom later, but I want to do some more research into Phantom first. I think I remember something about training him. Alright, thank you for being cool while I traumatized at you. Hey, you gotta get a really happy memory off your chest, and I gotta understand my friend better. That's profit for everyone. You got it, partner. You know, you were a great investment. I promise I've only just started to pay off. Your heart shifts as you feel your relationship with Gardenia evolve from friend to investment. Hanging out with Gardenia will now convey an amount of XP to grass and ghost type Pokemon in your party. This amount will grow the more plints you have with Gardenia. Let's get out of here. Oh no, I'm just allowed to keep going. Let's head over to Inspiro City. I don't feel like we spend enough time here. Dun 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 dun. So I have a bunch of money on us. Let's see what we can buy. What would be useful here? Okay, well, a revive is not going to do much for us. Oh, I already have 9 of these. Never mind. Let's see. Okay, I already have Ultra Balls as well, so don't need to... Okay, we're going back. Oops. Yeah, I'll buy free, should I just get normal potions? Yeah, I'll get normal potions instead. I'll get 10 potions just for now. Because I'm never gonna really need to get another one at this point. Now let's just head back to the campus. Alright, and... What? Bandu started coughing. Something's coming out. Your bond with Gardenia earns you the Rowlet overall, Dartrix overall, Everall, and Tropius for Everall. Yellow is overjoyed. I believe it's party time. Meanwhile, you are no longer you. Oh, yep, we're in this outfit now. I'm so embarrassed. I thought this would be an empowering, fun, sexy thing, but now I just want to throw on a blanket and lie on a couch for the next year. I can't do this. I thought I was getting banned for a second. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Jesus Christ, man. I thought that was it. I thought that was it, bro. I could see the light. I saw the light, and it was a tan, muscular, brown-haired, middle-aged... I don't even know what to say. I feel like that's charming on homosexual areas, and I'm not sure how much I like that. By the way, I'm not homophobic. By the way, that sounded way too homophobic for my liking. I am an ally, ladies and gentlemen. I am an ally. Please don't cancel me. Of course you can. You're Leaf Gray City of Glean. You can fly across an ocean. You can attend a party. Okay, sure, but why are you in your swimsuit, Mind Pulse? Taking a dip in the Mind Pool? Hey, why does your Mind Powers have a pool if you're scared of water? Have you seen the Mind price of Mind Concrete nowadays? It would cost way too much to fill the Mind Pool up. Damn, the Mind Market isn't doing too hot, huh? It's in shambles, yeah? Alright, Dork, get out of here. Worst case scenario, tell Clara you can really appreciate the invite, but just aren't comfortable. Maybe you can come back, like, in a bunny onesie or something. Thanks, Mind Pulse. Any mind time. That was the weirdest thing I think we've ever had happen to us in this game. By the way, for the ghost episode, that is absolutely going to be the thumbnail. It has to be. Alright, this isn't so bad. Saturday evening, probably everybody's already at parties or still in Inspira. I'll just run to Pledge. Not a problem. You quickly dash between bushes and buildings, hiding from non-existent eyes. The serpentine route you take somewhat delays your arrival at the dorm, but you eventually arrive in front of dorm 303. Okay, moment of truth. Mind Pulse and Real Pulse gave me a pep talk. Just because I haven't had 2 months to agonize over it doesn't mean this won't be fun, and I am going to really quickly blur this out because I am being extraordinarily cautious today. I almost just got banned entirely, so yeah. Wait, do you knock on the door before a party you've been invited to? Probably not, right? I'm overthinking this. I'll just knock, and it won't be the worst faux pas I'll commit this evening. Come in! It's pure white. Meanwhile... Are we just back here? Oh yeah, we are back. Okay. Well, we're back here again. Wait, Flannery has a... Since when did Flannery have a rank up? Oh yeah, because it has to be nighttime. That's why. Well, I might as well do Flannery's then. Because it's evening, and I'm probably not going to get this chance again for a while, so who knows. How long have I been streaming for? Only 30 minutes? I thought I'd been streaming for a lot longer than that. You are walking through the school when you suddenly hear a string of obscenities being shouted from a room just off the hallway you're walking through. Profanities are on. Did they just forget it? Oh, this song is Heat, by the way. God blanket. This... Okay, you know what? Oh man, I wish I could just walk past and pretend I didn't hear that, but I recognize that voice. That's definitely Flannery. Hey, Flannery. Hi, Post, what's up? Okay, 4 things. Firstly, not much. I was just saying to the baseball field. Secondly, that's a killer fib. Where'd you get it from and what's the occasion? Thirdly, what are you doing in the music room? Fourthly, am I huffing paint or did I just hear you knit and fly a tapestry of obscenity that is most likely big enough to blot out over the sun over the entire region? And if so, why? Well, I guess I'll, answer those in a reverse order since it'd make more sense that way. You see, sorry, I thought I'd close the door. I usually come to the music room for these meetings because usually no one's here. It's pretty soundproof, and there's a nice plain white wall over there. And the reason for the suit and wall is behind the meeting I mentioned. It's contract renegotiation time for the gym trainers. I'll be on video calls with them all week. Can't exactly wear the same old t-shirts for those. Contract renegotiation? Yeah, being a gym leader, people think it's a lot more glamorous than it really is. Honestly, most of it's just trying to settle arguments between my gym trainers. God, it would kill them to act like adults once in a while. I'm younger than most of those bastards. Can't they handle their own goddamn problems without running off to tattle on each other? I feel like I'm running a fucking nursery. Okay, deep breath. Sorry, I lost a little bit of my head there. It's so frustrating. I mean, I'm a Kobukan, right? They all know that. Can't they stretch their imaginations a little bit to figure out I'm probably under a lot of pressure, okay? This year's hurdle is Eli planning on retiring. Cole wants us to take his place, but frankly, Cole isn't skilled enough to be the highest rank of gym trainers yet. I want Sadie to do it, but she's only available in the summer months. I could pay her extra to stay on full-time. She's told me as much, but I'm pretty sure Cole would start a coop. And I frankly can't afford to store the pot while I'm not there to handle things personally. Meanwhile, that traitorous vizier Zane is trying to get the hoe in the league to replace me with himself, but he's probably the best gym trainer I have and would take peanuts to pay, so as long as I can stop him from taking me by surprise, it's... Sorry, I can see your eyes glazing over. Sorry, that was just a lot of names rushing at me all at once. Yeah, it's like writing fanfiction. You can't introduce too many characters at once or else the readers won't care about any of them. I forgot that she was writing fanfiction. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while. Problem is, I've known all these guys since I was in diapers, and I care about all of them. I wish I could find a way to make them all happy, even that smug snake Zane. I think I'm starting to understand something. Oh yeah, is it related to my anger issues? Sort of, though I'm not necessarily sure I'd call them anger issues. I'm angry and it's an issue. Not sure what else to call it. Alright. Well, we can figure that out later. Right now, I'd like to ask you more about your gym leader work. Sure. I know how the Cantonian League works mostly. I know how gym leaders are assigned and how trainers challenge them, but I'm not super familiar with the Hoenn League. Most Hoennians aren't even super familiar with the Hoenn League. Oh, whatever, sure, let me exposit at you. Ahem. In the distant past of Hoenn, circa something, a shogun was like, hey, wouldn't it be badass if there was like one guy who was really good at battling? Yeah, that would be pretty cool. So then the shogun created the position of champion, and then all the other regions were like, hey, we want to get on that action too. But then Hoenn champions just kind of got worse and worse, and the region was a bit infamous for not having a great champion figure for a century or so, and that's where contests were invented, which was pretty much the nail in the coffin. A lot of Hoennians would rather tell the story as a victorious one, how contests managed to become big in a region, and yeah, we've got some great coordinators, Lysia, the one guy who was champion for 3 months, but I mean, there's great for the rest of the region, that's great for the coordinators, but we still do need to have a league. I got the position from my grandfather, I told you this, right? Vaguely. Well, my grandfather was a tough trainer, a master of fire types. He couldn't quite beat the Elite Four, but he impressed them enough that when the Verdanturf gym leader retired, they fast-tracked his application. Wait, Verdanturf? Yeah, just the start of things falling apart. Turns out the former gym leader wasn't very popular in Verdanturf. Too much excitement in the battles, too much energy for that sleepy small town. They said the gym was working up the Whismer in the nearby tunnel and polluting the air. They tore down the gym in a contest hall, snuck in the cloud of dust. Didn't seem to complain about their air quality for that one, though. So we ended up settling on the Lava Ridge gym instead, and on account of it being one of the few populated places there with enough open space to do so, and no contest halls or gyms already there. That worked out, though, right? Not really. Lava Ridge is only accessible if you climb down a volcano to the north or up a long series of ridges to the east. We don't really have any native burbs common or strong enough to set up a taxi service like with Gaudia or Paudia. I said it again, Gaudia or Paudia. Gaudia or Paudia. Hold on, do you think those guys would ride a Tropius relay? I'm like, we could hang big baskets from their sides and take multiple people at a time. I might be onto something here. I guess it's worth a shot. Flannery pulls her phone out and quickly takes a note to herself. Okay, where was I? You were saying no one can get to your gym. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, my grandfather was pretty hot-blooded, living in Lava Ridge with all the old fogies, getting a challenger maybe once every 2 years. That didn't sit well with him. He had nothing to do and was bored out of his mind. And then I showed up at his doorstep. He took me in when my parents passed. But that's not part of the story. I don't really remember what happened. I was pretty young, but they were on the road late at night, and there was a drunk driver who, you know... Sorry, depressing side tangent. Second one of the year. Anyway, with me around, my grandfather started giving me some of the gym responsibilities, too. I think he thought I was bored to tears as he was. I wasn't, though. I just liked hanging out with him. We kind of turned the Lava Ridge gym around, and people actually started going out of their way to visit us and challenge us. Well, we're too well. Granddad got promoted. He ended up on the Elite Four. He still lived in Lava Ridge, of course, but he spent a lot of time flying out to Evergrande City, waiting for challengers. So he bought a house there and spent less and less time at the gym. He used to say, jokingly to the gym trainers, that I was in charge, you know, whenever he left for an hour or two to go grocery shopping or whatever. But then he kept saying it, even when he left for days. And then weeks. And then months. And one day, I got a letter from the Hoenn League saying I was the official gym leader of the Lava Ridge gym. I was really happy, but also, really confused. I called up my grandpa, and he explained that the Galarian League had offered him an invitation. He said the skill and ambition as a battler couldn't be displayed and fulfilled in a region where battling played second fiddle to contests. And that's kind of where we are now. He's been a part of the Galarian League for 4 years. He's done alright. He dipped into the minor league at one point, but crawled his way back up. Yeah, and he was considered one of the toughest gym leaders. The climb to Lava Ridge was the penultimate step in many trainers' journeys, and the final one in most others. But in Galar, he's pretty much the middle of the pack. Well, at least he's happy. I see, so you're only able to go attend Kobukan because the Lava Ridge gym isn't very popular? You'll be away for an entire year. Well, I guess you could say that. Hoenn's one of the spirited leagues, like one of those. Right, that means gyms can be challenged in any order, right? Yeah, it depends on how many badges the challenger has. Gym leader will use Pokemon of a different level, fighting harder against more experienced trainers. Excuse me. The Pokemon they use belong to the gym, not necessarily the trainer themselves, so their 8-badge fight is usually their own personal team, that's who they battle with best with. Oh my god, that was a horrible... Alright. That's another reason gyms are monotype, because most gym leaders in dispersed leagues need to realistically train at least 30 Pokemon at a time. It's way easier to do that when you're training all Pokemon of the same type. Maybe even multiple of the same species. I have to admit, the Lava Ridge gym has a lot of Numo on standby. I knew this, but it's nice to see Flannery talking about something she's passionate about, and it's just confirming my theory. But because gyms can be challenged in any order, challengers often leave the gym they think will be easiest for last. And my gym hasn't had any challengers for a year. That old man Watson, though, I know he's knocking out first-time challengers left and right. You said your gym was hard to get to. The Pseudopolis gym is in the massive meteor crater that you can only get to by air. The Vortree gym is in the middle of a dense jungle with no roads. Maybe the reason no one cares about the Hoenn League is because we built our gym in stupid places. The Pokemon you use, your Pokemon are around level 24, right? How do you battle with Pokemon at a higher level? I mean, I just do. I can't train them up to that level, but my grandpa did, and it's not like they became weaker without him. Gee, okay, fine, I guess they are getting weaker without him around, but it's not my fault. I'm training him as best as I can. But in a couple months, they will probably be out of shape to even put up a competent 7 badge fight, never mind even an 8 badge one. And that'll probably make the Pokemon Inspecting Agency say my gym isn't up to snuff, and they'll take it away, and maybe that'll get the old hot-headed shit to pay attention to Lava Ridge, his gym, his granddaughter for once. I'm trying. I'm spending most of our marketing budget, and what should my trainer's bonuses, just so I can come here. I heard that Kobukan can make you champion level in under a year. If I can just learn to train Pokemon up to a high enough level by the end of the year, then we should be safe from inspection. I don't know, if I need to spend a ton of money to attend the cheat code to success to convince the Hoenn League that I deserve to be a gym leader, does that mean I really don't deserve to be a gym leader after all? I don't want to lose this damn gym. It stresses me to hell and back, and no one except the people who work there care about it. But Grandpa put me in charge. I've got to keep it. I at least need to keep it until he comes back. And if I can keep it, then he's got to come back eventually, right? Like, everyone has to retire eventually, right? I'm sorry. I'm not angry. I've just been under a lot of stress recently, and... Flannery? Huh? You are angry. What? You're not just angry, you're furious. You're absolutely livid. You are exploding with rage. What are you saying? Why would you say that? What the hell do you think you're trying to do? Did someone sit there with that sad expression on your... Oops. You guys hear that? I dropped my keyboard again. It's getting pretty dark over here. Alright. Do you think I give a damn about what you think about me? I don't need your approval. I can... Flannery, you're right. What? You have every right to be angry, Flannery. You've been dealt a shit hand, nobody's acknowledged it, and nobody's helping you with it either. That's not true. Cole is... I can't even finish that sentence. You deserve better. You deserve to have a grandfather who appreciates your efforts. You deserve to have gym staff that that respects how hard you've been trying for them. You deserve to have a league that supports you, where you can shine and stand out with their help, instead of having to hide and hope that they don't notice you. And you have every goddamn right to be angry about it. But the mornings? Flannery, I think you've been reading too much fanfiction. You're not a werewolf, you're Oh my god. You're not a werewolf, your mood isn't determined by time of day, phase of moon, or whatever stars are in alignment. It's not mornings that make you angry, it's not even that you become angry in the morning. When you're tired, you aren't able to hide your anger as well. You're always angry, but you've learned to hide it when you're not tired. Oh. That actually explains a lot. Well, gosh dang it, what do I do? Oh, I don't know, therapy maybe? You talked all of that perigeum shifting stuff, but the moment I ask you for something I can actually do, you clam up. I'm not a therapist, just a Pokemon champion in training. Well, great, now I guess I have a better understanding of what the hell my problem is, but it's not like I have any new way to deal with it. What do you usually do for stress relief? I know you used to take long soaks in the hot springs as you're writing, too. Hiking's pretty fun, but Whitney's not so into it, so I can't do it often. Biking's in the same boat, swimming's alright, but the stuff Whitney wears to the beach is a bit too distracting for me to really relax. I guess I could do it by myself, but I don't really like doing that kind of stuff without Whitney. I tried doing something new recently, and it was not a good time. Lately, I've been on a couple of dates. They, didn't work out. Oh, you've been dating? Ow, don't sound so surprised. Sorry, I just thought you'd be too busy for that. I'm too busy not to make time for it, honestly. I've got to keep some of my mind off work and school, or else I'll go insane. That used to be my fanfics, but even that's become tricky recently. I keep being inspired by stuff I see my classmates doing, and I want to work it into a fic, but I can't see a setting that fits. You could write something original. That's what Whitney says, but come on, you haven't even read one of my fics. Nah, but I know Whitney has, and if she thinks you can do it, she's probably right. Bleh, man, she's always right. I wish she'd stop once in a while. If you don't mind, why don't your dates work out? I'll give you one guess. You got angry at them, yelled at them, and then ran? Bingo! I mean, how hard is it to find a single guy who doesn't try to move the conversation to the bedroom after the first 10 minutes? But at least those guys are interested in talking. Most of them I just wanted to rattle off a list of accomplishments at me like I was interested in their damn resume. Worst part is, I've done more than most of those dorks. I just sat there in my pretty red dress thinking, okay, but I'm a gym leader. Not that I'm doing great at it, but it beats out an accounts manager at Miller and Muffer, whatever the hell that means. Okay, I realize it sounded like I wasn't listening, but I was. They just, you know, they were boring. I mean, I thought they were. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I can't handle a conversation with someone for more than an hour. Well, what did you do after that? Went home to Whitney, woke her up, threw myself on her bed, and cried about how I can only find pricks to date. Man, I need to apologize for the last time I did that. She was fully asleep, and I woke her up and complained to her for hours like she didn't have her own things going on. I mean, I was even complaining to her when I know she's into me. That was kind of screwed up, wasn't it? All I ever do when I'm feeling stressed out is bang on her door and use her as, like, an emotional handkerchief. Honestly, calling me a project is mild compared to how I've treated her. We've known each other for years, and that's all I've ever done. I told her everything about my grandpa years ago, and she never asked for anything in return. I mean, sure, she hits on me, but I never feel, like, unsafe or like she's just trying to get with me. I can't believe I felt needy when she started hanging out with Tia. I mean, where'd that even come from? She gives another girl a fraction of her attention, and I start getting all grabby? I mean, she hasn't even started dating this year, and she could grab any girl she wants. She's funny, smart, kind, she get into it. Yeah, I think she's starting to realize it. Yeah. What is it for a second? Oh, man. You gotta love it. You shut the hell up. Literally haven't said a word. Good, keep it that way. I mean, I'm straight. I am! I'm not arguing with you. You were homeschooled into Kobukan, right? Yeah, so what? Said the average age of Lava Ridge was like 62? Yeah? There are lots of doors out there, Flan. Don't be afraid to open them and pop your head inside. Trust me, it's worth it. I mean, if I hadn't done that, we would never have had conversation. Oh my god, we never would have had that conversation. This isn't a door. I find guys hot. Everyone I've dated has been a guy. Sure. But you know, both is an option, right? At the same time? No! Well, actually, yeah, but that's not what I meant! Wait, you write fanfiction. How do you not know this? I don't write smut! Nothing smutty about it, Flannery. It's just an option. You, get out of here! Shoot! Scram! You are a terrible influence! Alright. Oh wait, one last thing. When you said that Whitney's swimsuit was too distracting, what exactly did you mean by it? Get out! It's going off screen. Your heart shifts as you feel your relationship with Flannery evolve from challenger to terrible influence. What? Bandy started coughing. Something's coming out. Germanitan, Heat Warren, Marowak. Yo was overjoyed. Alright, man. Whatever the fuck that was. Let's just get back to that party. Meanwhile, you are no longer you. The secondhand embarrassment I'm feeling right now is quite strong. Did anyone order a leafy bunny? I'm sorry I'm late, guys, but I brought... Oh, no. Oh, we're here too early? Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, Brendan, how's it going, man? How you doing? Brendan! How you doing there, man? Oh, Lord, bro. Oh, Lord. This episode's so weird. Early? Do you know this girl? Is she, you know... What? No, I think she just gets confused easily. What's happening? The party's on Saturday. It is Saturday. Huh? Wait, what? Oh lord, what is Clara doing? Clara's on some bullshit, isn't she? Alright. Next Saturday, like I told you. No, you didn't. You said multiple times that it was this Saturday. Wait, you're getting angry at me because you misunderstood? Please don't. I don't like drama. You said this Saturday at lunch and Wednesday and at... I've got the text right here. Yep, party starts at 12. It starts on the 12th, next Saturday. That is not what it means. You're trying to... I'm trying to what? Because I'm really just being a good friend to you, and you're suddenly showing up and screaming at me is making me feel really unappreciated. It's also a little bit, embarrassing because, you know, you're gonna be crazy in front of people who don't know you. What? Clara, I know her. That's Leaf. You knew her? So you knew she totally misunderstood when I was holding a party dressed up in a weird outfit and then screams at me like I'm at fault? Well, no, but... yeah, no, I mean, I'm surprised too. I thought you were way more chill than this, Leaf. It's totally alright to admit when you made a mistake, okay? Or even one like this, but it's not really okay to blame someone innocent for it. Come on, Leaf, just admit you made a big mistake, embarrass yourself, and we can put ourselves behind this. You, me, outside. Oh, Leaf, I really don't want to battle you. We're not going to battle, we're going to talk. Oh, okay. Sorry, Misty, Nessa, Brendan. I guess Reef really just wants to talk to me right now. I know it's a little bit inconvenient, but can you carry on the study group without me? Yeah, just don't take too long. Tentacruel will keep processing your bubble beam. I want it perfect by the time I get back, okay? Sorry guys, this will only take a minute. Come on, let's sort this out. You move back to the door, gesturing toward it impatiently as Clara marches through the door frame. Your cheeks are flaming red, as are your ears, and you try not to make eye contact with Brendan, who looks pityingly at you. Drop the act. Why the hell did you do this? Bestie, you weren't listening. I didn't do anything. You just screwed up and this is what happened. You lied to me! You lied to me multiple times to trick me into coming here in this thing! Leaf, I didn't. The party's next week. I always told you that. I really didn't appreciate you throwing these accusations around like I'm really trying to embarrass you, okay? I know you don't think of me as much of a friend as I think of you, but this is pretty low, you know. Did I do something? Is this why you pretended to think today's the party day? Were you actually trying to embarrass me? Pretended? You know, Post told me while we were coordinating together that you and he were having some problems. This is because of that? What? No! Post has nothing to do with this! Wait, is this what this is about? Are you jealous? I'm not really jealous, no. I mean, this has nothing to do with him. It's always been about you. What? Like I said, Bestie, it's you. You made a silly mistake, and now instead of admitting you were wrong, you were doubling down and making yourself look worse. I think you may need a nap, or maybe eat something. I know Kobukan gets really stressful. That's why my water-type study group. And that's another thing. You tricked me into walking into a group of water-type students? Water-type? Yeah, I don't believe that's a coincidence. Not even for a moment. You think I tricked you into wearing a bunny suit and crashing my water-type study group because you know I'm scared of water? Leaf, sweetie, I didn't, and you know how crazy that sounds, right? You push your face right up against Clara's, glaring at her, not daring to blink. I'm not crazy. Leaf, I think you should probably go back to your dorm. It's clear that you've really upset yourself, and, well, I think you should probably be alone for a good long while. No, I'm going back into that room, and I'm explaining what you did to Brendan and the others, and then I'm explaining it to everyone else. Pulse first. Oh, Bestie, you really don't want to do that. Don't call me Bestie. I'm going in there right now, and... The moment you open the door, a full power blast of water hits you in the face, and I think I can tell where this is going. Waves. Heat. Noise. Then hands. 80 hands wrapping around your arms, your limbs, your neck, stinging you with a paralytic poison. Okay, hold on. I think this is fine. Grabbing, pulling, pushing, taking, in the memory of a cry for reprieve. Mom, Dad, help me! The Tentacruel, they're drowning me! They're drowning me! Help, I'm drowning, please! Oh no, naughty Tentacruel. I'm so sorry. I think my tentacle got a little bit excited. I'm sorry, your makeup? Huh? It's not running at all? That must be Wallace's special heavy-duty waterproof makeup. I bet you won't be able to get it off for a week. Well, sorry about the confusion, and my little tentacruel over here was getting a bit too enthusiastic. We're just finishing up our study session, so you should probably go back to your dorm to dry up. Or is there something you want to say? Clara picks up a notebook and flips it to an apparently random page, so you can't... Though your vision is bored by water and tears, you can make out its contents. In bold, thick lettering. Lord. Can I can't go by. Well, was there something you wanted to say? You run away. She's really sensitive, I guess. Doesn't take criticism well. Anyway, should we continue? Best that you were criticizing. You were questioning me, right? Yeah, we should talk about... No, not really. What was your question? How much PP does Bubble Beam have? Oh, that one's easy. 20. Or 32 with a PP max. Oh, Lord, Clara. Meanwhile, it's nighttime. On the way back to the dorm. Oh, it's Nate. Huh? I haven't seen this guy in a long time. Hell, Nate, what are you doing here? Curfew's in a couple minutes. Oh, hey, PG. Just thinking, I guess. It hasn't been that long since B's father was, you know. Oh, yeah. But everyone stopped talking about it. They've stopped thinking about it. That's good, because, you know, if they think too hard about that kind of thing, then you go crazy, Pulse. You can't stop thinking about it. It's for the best that we have a world that can move on from these kinds of things. But where does that leave the victims? Where does that leave B? How is she supposed to live in the world I'll make tomorrow, where no one can even understand what's happened to her? A world where people forget that they have fists. That's the dream. That's the mission. At least we were there for B. Sometimes all it takes is one person. She's got more than that. Yeah. You're not going back to your dorm, are you? There's been some criminal activity in Inspira. I should probably check out an international fugitive we've chased across a couple of regions. Not related to our thing. No, a different thing that threatens pieces we know it and could end the lappy lives of billions. Never ends. It just never ends. Maybe it won't, but I grew up peacefully, so, you know, that's one person who doesn't know about any of this for the entire time he was a kid. Maybe I still learned eventually, but I guess you're probably doing a better job than that. Hey, maybe I can defend another night, then. Hey, do you sleep? Rarely. Agency's got a special kind of pillow that removes the ability to feel tiredness. Is it crack, bro? Is it, like, drugs? Alright. After about 3 days, whether I feel tired or not, I usually drop. I've got those drops on the cycle. Wait, you mean you can stay awake for almost 72 hours and you feel completely fine? That pill's amazing. Why is it kept a secret? Imagine your boss knows you can stay awake for 72 hours. I immediately see what you mean, and this must never get out. Huh. Sweet well, PG. Got a world to make. Stay safe. Are we gonna run into Leaf here? Or whoever this is? Oh, it's Annabelle. Reporting in. Black number 2 is operating within assigned parameters. We'll continue to monitor. Out. I should take someone before I head to bed. So I can't talk to Leaf about this. Interesting. Maybe we'll see her tomorrow. Hell no, I'm not texting you. You suck. Is there another scene with her? I'm assuming that's going to be part of the main story, so... Is there anyone we can text here? Anyone that would, like, get us close to our next level encounter with her? I'm rank level 1 with Nate, so... Okay, well, I do need to speak with B, then. You want to text B? Yeah, sure. Just thought I'd text, how you doing? Hello. I followed another one of your plans today. It went well. I am most grateful. Is that it? I guess. Okay. You spent time texting with B before drifting off to sleep. I'm assuming that's not it for the night, though. Yep. Here's Serena. Wait, are we Serena now? Hold on. Before this... Oh yeah, look at that. Callum only one? Okay. Alright, let's see. Take a look at this here. Former dormmate, question mark, clubmate, dormmate, self. Wait, what? How do you have a level 2 relationship with yourself? Betrayed. Clubmate, clubmate, former dormmate, clubmate, former dormmate, clubmate, clubmate. How are we the highest level? Solute. Okay. This is, I was just loaded. Jesus Christ! Bro, wit at 64 is a little bit crazy. You are sitting on your bed, nervously waiting for the sound of a doorknob to turn. You've reminded yourself forcefully of one of the many times you would be sitting outside the headmistress's office waiting for your mother to finish speaking with her. She lies, the headmistress would say, blatant compulsive lies about things she has no clear reason to lie about. She has an active imagination, your mother would respond, tight-lipped. She is very creative. At Sienna Academy, we recognize and reward creativity. We cannot do so for deception. There would be a big pause and your mother would sigh defeated. I don't know why, she would mutter, trailing off, quite quiet enough that you could not hear her. She didn't know why. She couldn't. How could the Grace Uamoka, legendary Rhyhorn racer, idol of Southwest Kanto, possibly understand? You loved your mother. She loved you. Of this you were certain. But love did not grant the glory, the spotlight, the grace you so desperately sought. Was it foolish that you envied your own mother, wishing for the benefits of her accomplishments without any of the effort taken to claim them? Was it naivety to believe there was a glory for you that did not exist in the mud where your mother had found gold? The headmistress's voice cussed back in. Grace, given the repeated pattern of behavior, there aren't a lot of options left to us. It's not fair to the other children. There's a school in Viridian just west of here. An older man, Herwinian, runs it. They have a strong ground-type program that sets students well on the road to become trainers. They're associated with the Viridian Gym, and they have a history of taking on students with diverse histories. If the therapy is not working, then perhaps she would be more well received there. Her mother's cold, level, and quiet cuts through the implication like a knife. You think she will be well received because the Viridian Gym was run by a criminal. That's what you're saying. The headmistress did not flinch. She's a talented, intelligent, and ambitious young woman. Unfortunately, we do not have the tools to equip her for success. The sound of a chair moving back, scraping on linoleum, then someone standing. A moment later, another chair moves, and another person stands. I'm sorry about this, a voice says. I love her, I do, really. I just don't know why. You're not sure who said that one. Serena? Is this like a special scene that we get after this, or is this completely natural? I wonder. One would wonder. My dear, I know you're not to sleep. I was at first. I believe you. God, two bad French accents, one feminine and one masculine. That sucks. This is going to be a terrible scene to negotiate through, but whatever we do for the plot, let me go turn on my light. Alright. Let's see. I believe you. You shouldn't. We need to talk. I assumed. Can we switch to Kalosian? I feel I may forget the language if I don't switch to it every once in a while. Wait. Count takes a deep breath, rubs his hands together, then looks down at your hands, reacting with surprise at the sight. The words that follow are the same refined, chocolatey sweet dulcet tones you fell in love with so many years ago. The painter Callum might be, but when he's speaking the language of his home, he is a poet. Poor girl, you've rubbed your knuckles raw with worry. I trust you did not think me the sort of blue who would rage or scream over this misguided but well-meaning gesture. No, of course not. Serena, I understand your intentions were good. And I understand you only want what is best for me. Okay, so this is like a scene 4 thing. I get it. But you, of all people, should know that I am perfectly capable of getting a date under my own power. After all, I was not unpopular in Kalos. There was a time where I even had to shut myself up in my room for a while to get away with it. Perhaps this was a plan within a plan within a plan. An inimitable style, of course. If I were to guess that the plan was not, in actuality, to get me a partner, but to have me discover this plan, which you made so little attempt to hide, then I would have to wonder why. In which case, my mind would not naturally be left wandering, and in my egocentricity, assume it has something to do with your feelings for me. If you were attempting to get me a date, a feat of which I am pretty capable, then one reason you might try to do this is that so that I am no longer an option for, well, anyone else. Among that number of anybody else is you, and as I've expressed my inability to commit to you wholly, offering me another as some sort of substitute would be something I would be gracefully amendful for, and convey your respect and acknowledgement for my choices and preferences. This appreciation may result in me changing my mind. Calm studies your face, looking for any sign of a reaction. His eyebrows begin to arch with worry. If I am entirely incorrect, this would be the vainest thing I've ever said. But perhaps the vanity rise into consideration more so than the veracity. Well, not much can be done on that count now. I've said my piece and wait for your response. It would be so very easy to deny this. Deny every part. Callum will certainly believe you. So you do. Callum, my dear, that's no truth to that whatsoever. Well, I certainly look like a prat now, don't I? A very handsome prat, granted, but it's rather improper to attribute my every action to attempting to claim a man's affection, is it not? Indeed it is. I am quite embarrassed. I pray you forgive this impropriety of mine. There's nothing to forgive, and if there were, it would be granted immediately upon conclusion of the offending act. What? I appreciate your mercy. If you told my parents of this nature, I'd probably be sentenced to read 5 volumes of queer feminist literature. Fascinating prose, naturally, but there's only so many times that one can read the word systematic in one sitting before being heavily inclined to remove themselves from the system. Okay. Come to think of it, that's exactly what my parents did. Well, that's not an option for me. In any case, I hope I'm now no longer suffering from these self-important delusions. We may bring things back to the way they were before. Our conversations, perhaps, could become more light. To that end, do you have any plans in the immediate future? I believe I've lost a bet to Pose, so I'll be inviting him to a Rhyhorn race shortly. Beyond that, there's various activities planned with the Coordinator Club. Lovely, I'm quite pleased to hear that you're spending time with Pose especially. He's a man of tremendously decent character, kind and upright. Yes, he is. A good man. Oh, yay. Your trust in Pose shared with Callum is absolute. You understand and appreciate Pose in ways you cannot quite form. I sometimes wonder, in a different life, of course. Oh, never mind that. Regarding Pose, you guys are friends already. Close, perhaps. Something to consider. Callum, we are friends already. We are close. This is true. But the man has something I do not have and can never have. You know I love you, but I cannot love you as you wish, nor as I wish. His heart may have the strength mine lacks. You like nothing I want. Then why are there tears in your eyes, my dear? There are not. I believe you. You shouldn't. What? Too early for this. Who's texting? Hello. I hope I did not wake you. You'll probably see this text in the morning. Yeah, no luck. I'm afraid the conspiracy has been rumbled. Your part thus ends. No longer are you necessary part in this. Oh my god. No longer are you a necessary part of this Mechailan machinery. We are friends. And this is what Callum and I have arrived at. Friendship. Simple. It is, for, I believe, the best. We can move on. And forget. We would both like to extend our sincere and deep thanks for your patience and companionship. You have been an excellent friend to both of us. Better, perhaps, than we deserved. I hope your dreams are sweet and uncomplicated. And I bid you good morning. And also I owe you the 2 Rhyhorn Tigre's tickets now, I guess. Well, I hope they're both happy with this. Not sure if they can really put aside those feelings they've had for so long, but at least they're trying. Maybe I can just be a friend to them now instead of this weird chess piece. Good luck. Your heart shifts as you feel your relationship with Serena evolve from solution to friend. Your heart shifts as you feel your relationship with Callum evolve from map to friend. Hanging out with Callum will now convey an amount of experience to fighting, flying, and fairy type Pokemon within your party. This amount will grow the more points you have with Callum. And now we arrive at Sunday, the final day. Morning, guys. Any coffee left? Not sure you deserve any for waking up so late, but Leaf didn't chug it straight from the cafe today, so yeah, there's a little. Huh, she did come home last night, right? Yep, she came home a little bit before you did, actually. Huh, I guess her party wrapped up sooner than she thought. She probably just killed the mood and they sent her home early. I'm really gonna need that coffee. Anyway, any luck finding a coffee fit yesterday, Yell? Not yet, I think we're getting closer, though. Oh yeah, what kind of design are you thinking? Something made of at least 90% natural materials, where the craftsmanship is compensated for their work, and preferably something biodegradable, so when I grow out of it, I think I get the vibe. Are you doing anything big today? Nah, I just got a bunch of free time. Nice change of pace. If you got some free time in Kobukan, you're doing it wrong. You should save it for when I get back. Oh, don't think I won't, because I absolutely will. Hmm. So I'll start today off with Whitney. Or maybe I'll go over to the mountain. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll go to Argent Mountain. Because the thing with the thing with Ethan said meet at the mountain. You ride your Cyclozar up to Argent Mountain. Hey, it's my boy! Is that Ethan? You follow Ethan into an icy cave. However, as soon as you step in, you don't see him anywhere. Ethan! Bud, you around? Oh, hey. Yeah, I came up here to train. I was just checking out the echo in this cave. Check this out. I'm here! I'm here. I'm here. Neat, huh? And all the ice makes it pretty too. Pretty as a Perchant. Huh? It's a Pokemon from Kitakami. Creates Moshi zombies. That's what I've heard anyway. They're meant to be extremely rare. Gotcha. Well, time out, Seas. Looks like there aren't any Pokemon in this cave now, so we should probably head back to the main path. Sure, I'll spend a little more time in here. You go on ahead. Sounds good, man. Don't spend too long in here, though. You'll go crazy talking to the echoes. I'll keep that in mind. You spend a bit more time looking around the cave, but besides a large rock that seems out of place in the cave, nothing grabs your attention. Every few minutes, a single droplet of water lands on a rock, very, very slowly covering it in ice. Perhaps in a long time in the future, this rock will be fully frozen, and now, oh my god, there's no way this is the way we get the ice stone. Or perhaps the frozen water will worm its way into the rock's cracks and just shatter it to pieces. We must pray that this rock can endure. Ethan's right, this place does make you go crazy. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh. Oh, Ethan, what happened to you? Thank goodness you've got that post to watch out for you, at least. I'll figure this out, Ethan. Don't worry. Oh, we just keep going. And Ethan is now back. Let's talk to him. You wanna go find Ethan? Yep. You've been wandering the hallways aimlessly for a while, when you're suddenly hit by a strong wave of exhaustion. I've been doing this too much, burning the candle at both ends. Maybe I should take a quick nap. Whoa, hey buddy, easy with the biting. What was that about, huh? Most of the time you're the one trying to get me to take a nap. Jeez, don't worry, bud. I'm fine, just tired. Something about that casual dismissal sticks in your mind. Your thoughts wander up to where you've heard that phrase before. Interesting. Maybe I should find Ethan. But where is he? It's weird that I don't have his phone number after all this time. You look at your dorm door, where your feet have unconsciously taken you. No way, you couldn't actually be. He is, isn't he? There he is. Hey man, you're back early. You are too. Nah, I don't leave the dorm much on weekends unless Loaf is dragging us somewhere. Anyway, what's the occasion? None of the others are here. Looking for one of them? Nah, I just thought we could chat. That's never good. Is this an intervention? God, I swear my gacha habit is under control. There's our choices and I can't quit any time. What? No, dude, I just wanted to chat. Seriously, I remember that talk we had in Argent Mountain and I realized we don't hang out enough. Wait, what's a gacha habit and should I be concerned? Wait, you don't know what gacha is? No. That's crazy. The first gacha game was literally invented in the Kanto region, man. Dragonite Collection. I feel like I'm missing out. Oh, no, honestly, this is pretty great. Once you know what it is, it's a total psychohazard. Best you never learned. It's like the game. Which I just lost. God damn it! No way! This is how I lose the game, bro. I hate this. Well, guess all the fellow VOD watchers over here are gonna see it as well, because the one person in chat is probably me. But, that sucks. You know, I thought we were basically identical, but it's starting to sound like our childhoods were a bit more different than I thought. Yeah, it's probably for the best. If we had the same kind of childhoods, I'd probably have to order some kind of genealogy test just to be sure. I'll be honest, the thought has occurred to me before. Ethan looks down at his phone and quickly taps a couple places on the screen. Alright, set my macros. For the next 22 minutes, my phone will just be running my dailies. I recognize some of those words. Can't believe the developers actually expect people to do it manually. They have no respect for their players' time, seriously. Anyway, let's chat. I kinda think I get the gist of your childhood, but yeah. Yeah, sure, honestly, there's not much more to tell you that I didn't tell you on the first day. I grew up in Pallet, had a bunch of friends until Blue made a mistake. That's rough, buddy. Tell me about it. Still dealing with the fallout from that one. It was just my mom and I. Still is, actually. She doesn't make a lot of money. Works for a call center based out of Saffron, but her job's remote, so she doesn't actually have to leave home. Anyway, what about you? You said you grew up in New Barktown, right? Yeah. Never actually had to deal with that money thing, you know. Sorry about that. Nah, it's just a part of life. Maybe I learned some lesson about growing up poor. Maybe without that I could have ended up as a total prick. Maybe. I guess I find that sometimes bad things just so happen to good people for no reason, though. But then you have to define bad and good, and there's a level of philosophy I'm not prepared to get into in yesterday's pajamas. You're wearing your regular clothes, though. As your old roommate Hilby would say, the powers of observation of the obvious are unparalleled. Dude, you shouldn't sleep in your clothes. Tell me at least take your socks off. I cannot tell a lie. Dude! Post, it's not a big deal. Like, do I smell? I mean, I haven't smelled you recently. You attempt to surreptitiously take a step closer to Ethan. You better not be about to sniff me, dude. You attempt to surreptitiously take a step back from Ethan. Nah, you're right. Sorry, I know it's a bit close. Just seems to be a little bit of a waste to switch out outfits, you know? It's alright, man. Maybe I came on a bit strong. My mother used to have a real big thing about getting up every day, changing clothes, going outside, talking to neighbors, getting a bit of sunshine. Don't know if there was any science behind it, but those little rituals made your days feel full. Even though Paula was a quiet, empty town, having something to do every day made me help me make use of my time. Glad that worked out for you. I never really had anyone pushing me like that in my life. There was Chris, Professor Cherry, but I mean, she was my babysitter. It's not like a babysitter can be around all the time like a mom. And then she went away for a couple years anyway. I'm sorry. Can't miss what you never had, right? Who knows? Maybe it would have been worse for me. If you don't mind me asking, what about your parents? Dad's the only one there. Mom doesn't live with us. He makes a lot of money, but Dad sends her, like, 10% of every paycheck he makes. The divorce lawyer is pretty good. Supposedly, she's saving that money for me, but if she's not coughing up to help pay for the literal most expensive school in the world, I'm pretty sure we're never going to see it. So it sounds like you were comfortable. What's your dad do? Mayor of Goldenrod. Sorry? Mayor of Goldenrod, dude. He's the mayor of Goldenrod. I mean, my great-great-great-whatever grandpa founded the city, so it's kind of a family business. Oh my god, your last name is Gold. Hey, you got it! Confession time. I love seeing that look of realization on people's faces. But yeah, that's it. The city's named after an ancestor of mine, actually. Also lends himself to some pretty easy and shameless pickup lines. I'm sure you can guess them. Great, I think you just ruined Goldenrod for me. Oh my god, Goldenrod! Jesus. You're awesome, my guy. But didn't you say you grew up in New Barktown? If your father was mayoring half a region away, how'd that work out? That's why screw it, I'm just gonna call her Chris. Anyway, that's why Chris and I spend so much time together. Sometimes I go to Professor Elm's lab and play there, too. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Mostly I just keep myself entertained, though. I figured out how the internet worked pretty young. Looking back on it, that was a blunder, but at least I wasn't bored. And sometimes there was someone else. Sorry, I didn't spend a lot of time with my dad. He's a cool guy, though. We chat online a bunch. You mentioned mayoring was a family business. Do you think you'll go for it? Can you seriously see me as a politician? I guess I'm a little more patriotic about Johto than the average Joe, but nah, I don't have much attachment to Goldenrod, honestly. I have only been there a couple of times to visit my dad, and one time with Chris when we were checking in on her sister. Why didn't you just live in Goldenrod, though? Dunno, man. Oh. Hey, come on, don't give me that kicked Houndour look. I had the entire house all to myself, and it's not like I was being ignored. Like I said, Dad and I would chat. Often. How often? Well, again, a bit interrogative there. Interrogative there, aren't we, Inspector Foyle? I don't know, man, just like, want some, often. I said don't look at me like that, dude. Sorry. No, I'm just being grumpy. Sorry about that. Didn't get enough sleep last night. I'm fine, just tired. How long have you been tired? Bit of a weird question, but like almost 10 years at this point. Huh? Okay, maybe my thing was a weird question, but that's a weird answer. 10 years exactly? Nah, almost 10 years. Okay, that's not what I was asking. How can you be so specific? What happened 10 years ago? Beats me, man. But you can say exactly when it happened? Yep. You want to talk about it? Only if you want to. I'm asking. Your funeral, my guy. When I was a kid, I was better. Bro, people are... This is like, what, the 4th person this weekend? Oh my god. Yeah, the 4th person this weekend. Serena, Flannery, that other girl whose name I keep forgetting, and now Ethan. Swear to god, if we go over to Whitney and all of a sudden, yeah. My memory was better. It was easier to get myself to do things. I was smarter, friendlier, even kinder. I remember who I was. I can see in the past, the clear as glass. But now I'm this, and I don't know what happened. Elm used to say, always so present to have in class. He'll be a professor someday. They tried to move me up a grade a couple of times. I had tons of friends, man. Sure, that's hard to believe. But even other stuff, like patterns. I'm crap at recognizing patterns, figuring out stuff by myself. Those dumb questions I get asked to get a laugh? Half of those aren't even jokes, man. To figure something out, I gotta sit down and spend, like, 10 minutes on it. Excuse me. I used to be a whiz at math, and I could read a whole book in an afternoon. 300 papers, easy. Now I can barely remember how to divide, and haven't read anything without pictures in years. I can tell my own Pokemon how angry at how I command them in battle. It's like they expect more of me, and like I expect more of myself too, And I don't want to be a screw-up in everything I do, and I know that I have more in me because I used to be better. But then I just lost it. And I don't know what I lost, but it's some kind of ache. Like I used to have a 5th limb, and it's just gone now. Shit, sorry, I didn't mean to trauma dump on you like this. You struggle to find the right words. Perhaps there are no words that are enough right now. Hey, can you do me a solid and just forget this conversation ever happened? No. Never! Huh? Never. I'm not gonna forget this. I'll never forget any part of this. Great. I'm so sorry you feel like this, Ethan. If there's anything I can do to help, any way I can show you how cool you are now, then, dude, we're talking. That's a huge help. I don't mean talking. I mean something I can say to make you feel better. I'm asking about something I can do to help you feel better. Do? I don't think there's anything that can be done, dude. I mean, it's all in my head. I mean, let's be real. I'm actually hoping I've got some kind of problem so that maybe someday a genie could just snap its fingers and undo it, I just gotta get over it. Hey, stop talking about my friend like that. Hey, I'm just talking about... Oh. Ah, I see. That's what I'm talking about. It took me a second to figure out what you were saying there. Back in the day, that'd be done. Boom, easy as pie. Anyway, if there was anything that could be done, I mean, yeah, I'd go for it, but there just isn't, my guy. I'm thinking. Godspeed. You notice this happened almost 10 years ago, right? Yeah. Do you even remember anything else happening around that time? No, not really, man. I was pretty young. I've got a shitty memory on a good day, even for stuff that happened yesterday. I think decades ago, a bit out of reach. Maybe. Let's look it up. Huh? I've kind of got a horrible memory for, like, dates and events, too, so if we look up stuff that happened about 10 years ago, 1993 to 1995, then maybe something I'll remember to you. What, you're just gonna kind of, like, look up road events for a 2-year period and see if they remind me anything? That does sound a bit excessive, but they don't need to be road events. Just stuff that happened in the area of New Barktown around 10 years ago. You didn't go anywhere, did you? Not often. Like I said, Chris and I sometimes visited Goldenrod. Honestly, though, I could have been in a few places. I traveled a lot more back then, always volunteering for stuff and signing up to go places. Scored a ton of field trips where we'd go with Professor Rome. I even went to other regions. That sounds familiar. Have you told me that before? No, but when we first met, I mentioned that there was this one field trip we took into Powhatan where we first bumped into each other. That's something. I nearly forgot about that. Was that 10 years ago? Dude, I have no idea. Like I said, my memory's crap. I can ask my dad where... Actually, he probably wouldn't know where I was. Tell you what, next time all 3 of us have got some free time, let's ask Chris, alright? Chris? Yeah, her mind's like a steel trap. She never forgets anything about anyone. She'll remember where I was, even if she knew, if she ever even knew. There we go. Alright, we'll get to the bottom of this. Really nothing to get to the bottom of, dude. I'm just a loser. The sooner we both accept it, the sooner we can move on from it. I'm not moving on. You're funny, kind, and handsome, and if you can't see that, then there's something very wrong here. I mean, I've been trying to figure it out myself for a decade. If you can manage it before the school year's over, I'll be a little pissed, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, maybe this is just another thing that you're better than me at. At least I can hope. Your heart shifts as you feel your relationship with Ethan evolve from friend to hope. What? Bandu started coughing. Something's coming out. The Cynical Everall, Quilava Everall, and Apom Foreverall. Yeah, I was overjoyed. Alright. Well, before the day is done, this is our last chance to do anything today. What should we do? We have 2 people here we can talk to. We have Whitney and... May. I'd say we could sneak out and meet up with whatever Grusha's doing, but I don't think we have the ability to. Why do I don't think we have the ability to? Because I feel like something is going to happen tonight. I'm not sure what is going to happen, but something is going to happen. Is it going to be Leaf? Well, what mood is Leaf in right now? She is not in a blissful mood right now. There's no way. After what happened yesterday, she's crying. She was crying yesterday. Something happened. She's not in a blissful mood. Who do we talk to? May or Whitney? Honestly, I think May's been waiting long enough. You know? We'll do that. Let's go chill with May. Next week, first thing we do, Whitney. You want to find May? Yeah, sure. You're walking by the battle hall when you hear a pretty distinct sound echoing through the empty hall. Your eyes prick up, as do Bandu's. Not sure, buddy. Sounds like someone dropped their wallet, maybe. Oh, hey, May. What you doing here? Not much. There was a couple battles going on in here, and I thought I might watch them. Oh, yeah. Anyone I know? Suppose that depends on whether you know me. Yeah, I'd say I do. Hey there, B. What you doing there? Training? Ask a dumb question? I guess you and May battled then. We did. In my arrogance, I expected the battle team member's victory over a coordinator club's member to be absolute and crushing. Be straight to the point. I was surprised. May is an extremely competent battler. Her Heracross alone managed to present a formidable threat to my team, making use of unexpected coverage moves. Aw, thanks. When it comes to bug types, you often have to look at their coverage moves. If you want to hit something hard, I guess it's a bit of an acquired skill. Perhaps. Now please excuse me, you two. I wish to meditate under my shower faucet for a while before heading to bed. I'm kind of jealous of her. Yeah? She knows exactly what to do and just does it. I wish I could think like she does. She's really great in our fighting type elective too. I think she's Sensei Marshall's favorite. I can't tell May that B gets choice paralysis when she picks a cereal box in the morning. Understanding of B is increased by 3 points. Actually, that may be something that they have in common. May might actually be better at that than B is. Look, she may look like she's got it all figured out, but we're all figuring it out as we go. Even her. Especially her. So hey, is there anything I can do to help you out? What do you mean? While Bandu and I were outside, we heard a coin dropping. Not to get presumptuous, but that's usually the sign of you making a decision. Oh yeah, actually that might be helpful. The problem is I dropped my coin in the bleachers. Oh right, not a problem, I can find it for you. During battle team practice, we usually sit on the bleachers to watch demonstrations Janina or Lance put on. People are dropping stuff between the cracks all the time. Come to think of it, no wonder I heard that coin drop so loudly. It probably fell right onto the metal base. Thanks! Oh, but don't move it before you see what side it landed on. You could flip it again since you don't even know how it landed the first time. That would be cheating. What if I subconsciously saw how I landed last time? And I might accidentally be ignoring the result I secretly don't want. Reflips aren't allowed. Never. If there's a result you don't want, does flipping the coin ever matter? It might help me figure out what the result I don't want is. Fair enough. Besides, that's not just any coin, it's an anniversary gift. Of course it is. God, you guys are disgustingly cute. Well, as long as cute is part of that. Alright, be back with your coin. You eventually managed to squeeze Bandu through the metal scaffold on the underside of the bleachers, and making your way through fields of dust, discarded bags of chips, and a couple loose Pokeballs, you find May's coin. Hey, free Pokeballs! Oh, cool. There's only one problem. May, you're not gonna believe this. It was on its side. It looked like it just bounced off the ground and ended up leaning against one of the bars down there. Was it leaning in one direction over the other? No luck, it was completely vertical. Well, that's scientifically speaking very unlikely. Yeah, no, I'm baffled too. I promise I didn't figure out how to lie just to tell you this coin landed on its side, though. I believe you, but dang it. You could reflip. No, reflips aren't allowed, remember? Oh, damn, I don't know. Maybe you can tell me what the problem is, I guess. You sat down on a breacher and leaned back, waiting for me to be comfortable enough to tell you what's biting her. Okay, I've been thinking about coordinating a lot recently. Yeah, from what I heard, Lysia isn't really giving you a chance to not think about it. And I'm starting to realize I'm just not that into it. Huh? I know, I was surprised too. But you're on the coordinator track, aren't you? Yeah, I joined because Brendan did? Yeah, I know that wasn't the most responsible choice, but I wanted to spend more time with him and I knew I'd find it fun. And I know I can succeed as a coordinator. I'm even more sure of it now that Lysia is teaching me I'm keeping up, even with Brendan and Dawn. I even find it fun. But you're not passionate about it? I guess not, it's fun. I get to spend time with Brendan and Lysia, who's probably Hoen's most famous person. But when I see Brendan get that fire in his eye and he talks about how he's going to make the world respect contests, I just spit all over everything. I've never felt that way about contests. Or anything, really. I think I'm just too happy following the tracks, doing what I've always done, and if there aren't any tracks, I flip a coin and make some for myself. Brendan has dreams, but I only really have fantasies. Like, he wants to get better. I missed that final part. He wants to achieve things, you know? I can't really think of anything like that for myself. Something I'm really passionate about. Well, I guess I felt that way about cooking, but we all know how it turned out when I get too intense about my cooking. It's alright to be passionate about it, May. Come on, you and Brendan aren't gonna let something like that hang over you forever, right? Of course not. We've been dating for 7 years. That wasn't even the biggest thing that's ever happened between us. You're curious, aren't you? Curious, but possessed of the minimal amount of self-control required to not ask. Well, let me say, when we first met, I had a very different sense of style. We argued for ages about what was proper or decent for a lady to wear in public. Couldn't think of it. Running around in leaves and moss every day was probably an early sign that I... Actually, never mind. I'm not going to finish that sentence. Steady on, old boy. Maybe you've gone somewhere else. Well, that aside, I think I've got an idea. If you've been cooking for me, it's pretty clear that you're passionate about your cooking and you want to be a better chef. Not just for Brendan, but because it's something you'd be proud of, right? I guess. Well, as fun as it is being your taster, we're quickly running into problems that I'm only one guy with one palette. And it's not a particularly refined one either. So you think you actually get some other people involved? Even better, I think I might know someone who's already involved in a general sense. Yeah? Sure, follow me. It's gonna be Brendan, isn't it? Oh, it's Mallow. Been a while since I've seen her. Alola, Pulse, it's good to see ya. Huh? You came back. Actually, just dropping by. My friend Pulse brought me here. This is fantastic. I'm so glad you changed your mind. I guess you already know each other then? Yep, when the head chef formed the club, he said we need more members. I looked around Kobukan for other people interested in cooking, and May's name kept popping up. I knew you'd be a perfect fit for the club. Why, hold on. May hasn't actually agreed to join. I just brought her here to see what a club meeting looks like. To see if it's something she might be interested in joining. Oh, well, that's okay. Sure, I can come up a session of the cooking club right now. We were, well, actually, I was just making a palo right now, but we could turn that into group activity. Oh, no, it's in the oven right now. Well, we could... I was hoping May and Mallow might get along, given their shared interest in cooking, but Mallow might be too awkward to put it off. How about a sofrito? To put it on top of the palo? Sure, the spiciness of the sauce really works well with the savory palo, right? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I've never actually made one before, though, but I think I get the theory. Do you have any tomato berries? Do I? Of course I do. Now, this is a bit controversial, but I think if we grind up a few poke beans and put them in the sauce, it'll thicken up the texture, which my tutu swears by. Oh, you know, that's actually what I was thinking too. I was thinking of using flour, but if you say poke beans work, then we should try that. Don't you find it annoying when the sauce sinks into power too fast, making it soggy? You just can't keep it as leftovers like that. Exactly, so if we thicken up the sauce, then we can... Yeah, let's make some baguettes on the side while we're... I'll reheat the other oven too, and then we... My work here is done. You turn to leave the cooking club when you suddenly feel two firm hands placed on your shoulders. Huh? Hold on a minute, kitchen boy. Where do you think you're going? Somewhere else? Not so fast. You know how busy I am with the coordinator club, right? Excessively, yeah. If you're going to get me wrapped up in something, or something I really don't have time for, you're going to need to take responsibility and help. I am not able to find an argument against this, unfortunately. We won't keep you long. This sofrito berry barely takes any time. And it'll go by even faster if you help me with the dishes. Dish duty? You know, I can cook too. I'm not even bad at it even. Oh, I know. I tasted Dawn's cake, remember? Should you tell Brendan? What kind of person did you bring into my cooking club, Pulse? Wait, hold on. You got it wrong. I'm not a pervert. I have a boyfriend that never tastes another woman's cake. Okay, actually, I may be a pervert and I did look at Serena's, but I do have a boyfriend and... You're cooking for on an apron and move to the sink as May flounders about, cooking up a pile of excuses without accounting for taste seems pretty rotten. Oh, really? So that's why my cutie fly seems so low energy. A lot of bug and grass types from Alolas need to be around Alolan flowers every once in a while. It's not just people who get homesick. I think it should probably be possible to grow those Alolan flowers in a greenhouse. My dad's work on Pokemon environments may come in handy here. I still can't believe your dad is the Professor Birch. If I hadn't known that, I never would have let you go. He's pretty humble about it. I know he seriously considered going to Alola at one point. I know the Aether Foundation is one of the best places to study Pokemon habitats. I guess it's for the best he didn't, though. If he had, I never might have met Brendan. I may not have even gone to Kobukan. Hey, I'm done with the dishes, and your sofrito should be done in a couple minutes. Mind if I step out? Not a bit. Thanks for helping out. Will you join us again? You're on us now. I guess this worked better than I thought. Sure, I'll drop by when I have the time. Time? Oh no, I forgot. I was supposed to be at a coordinator club meeting right now. Oh geez, sorry about that. Maybe the head chef of the club could write you an excused absence note. I'm not sure he has the authority to do that, but I could ask. I should probably just tell Lysia what happened. Time to face the music. And the dancing. Good luck. Well, she seems nice, right? Thank you! God! Mallow wraps you up in a tight hug and is over careful appreciation of Bandu and a promise to come back and attend future club meetings that you're able to free yourself from Mallow. Your thoughts linger on May. You hope that she doesn't get too much trouble with Lysia and that Brendan is as understanding as you always have known him to be. Your heart shifts as you feel your relationship with May to evolve from taster to kitchen boy. May is now a contributing member of the cooking club. As a result, the cooking club's selection has increased and its prices have decreased. It's nighttime. Let's see who we have in store for this time. while walking back to your dorm, as it has happened the last 4 nights in a row, is Professor Cherry. Post, what are you? You know you shouldn't be out this late out. Just say I didn't see you, but you should scuttle back to your dorm, okay? Thanks, but I've got a couple more minutes. I can run back to the dorm. No need to say anything. Oh, is it actually? Oh, wow, it's way earlier than I thought it was. Gosh, I'm so terrible keeping track of time. It always gets away from me. It's alright, but what are you doing? Oh, I heard some rumors that some students have seen flickering, bright images around the school. Silhouettes of a person wearing long robes. Whoa, really? What do you think it is? Some kind of Pokemon illusion? A Pokemon that makes illusion? No, definitely not. There's nothing like that at this school. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm pretty sure Chris knows about Tia, but she's trying to keep it a secret too, so I guess there's no reason to press the issue. On the other hand, it could be fun to tease a professor a little bit. Well, if it's not illusions from a Pokemon, what do you think it could be? Oh, I don't know. I have a few things I hope for. Could be a powerful ghost type Zora manifesting, or perhaps a Miss Magius's cry, or temporal fractures. That was the least likely one, though. Come again? Temporal fractures? I think I missed that lesson. No, they don't teach about that sort of thing in Kobukan. It's not really relevant. But I can give an impromptu lecture if you'd like. Sure, but can't go for too long, Dr. Curfew, remember? Of course, I'll make it short. Temporal fractures are parias, people, or Pokemon that exist in multiple places in time at once. The settlers in Sinnoh now reference them as a frequent occurrence. They called them dimensional rifts, where we now recognize a collection of several temporal fractures in a small area. Given the relative unsettledness of the land, are strongly associated with monstrosity, which is equally seemingly repelled by urbanization. And humans in general. We definitely don't get any reports from Sinnoh about them appearing in quantities that they did back then, in any case. When a person appears as a temporal fracture, they're often described as a glowing silhouette that fades in and out with increasing frequency over a period of anything from minutes to centuries. These silhouettes appear more and more frequently until eventually the person themselves appears in the place where the silhouette was manifesting. This phenomenon was very similar to the ultra wormholes of Alola and the followers that come through here. But temporal fractures don't travel through space, only time, and only through one universe, which... Oh, I'm sorry, it's way too early to be dropping multiverse theory on you. With the greatest amount of respect, thank you for sparing me. I could already feel my brain starting to melt after the 4th dimension of time you dropped. I got a bit carried away. At least we still have plenty of time before... curfew was 5 minutes ago. Crap. Wait, why are you worried? That means I had a staff meeting 15 minutes ago. Oh, sorry, I guess I distracted you. It's fine, just, run? Please! The mutual tarot forges the bond of understanding between the two of you. Hey, we're digging ourselves out of the trenches with this one. Where is Leaf? This is starting to concern me a little bit. Hi, guys. Hi, Brendan. What happened? Why are you here? Nice partner you chose, Pulse. Real nice. I expected you to yell at me as soon as I got back into the dorm, but I really have no idea what you're yelling at me about here. You need to talk. You need to hear what Brenfam has to say. Well, sure. Go ahead. Well, bro, it's like this. Last night, Leaf came to our study session, and... As Brendan tells the story of last night, your brow furrows deeper and deeper, and your fists start to unconsciously clench. And I don't fully know, but I'm getting the kind of feeling that Clara might have tricked Leaf and then splashed her on purpose. I don't think the other girls picked up on it, but I know Leaf. And Nessa talked with me after and said, well, she thought something was off too. Clara said that Leaf just made a mistake, and, you know, maybe she did. I don't really know. Your head is swimming with mixed emotions. Partnering with Clara before their tryout, you saw a side of her that you hadn't seen before. She seemed to truly love the stage, the spotlight, the coordinating, and her bond with her Pokemon was so strong. Is it truly possible that she had set out on purpose to humiliate Leaf? Or maybe this was truly just an awful misunderstanding with both sides confused and hurt? Or is it possible that the truth is somewhere in the middle? I need to talk to Clara. There's no situation in which that's the call, dude. Ethan's right. Stay here and help us figure out what to do about this. Sorry, guys, I have to. Be careful out there, man. Don't make any decisions you'll regret. Getting angry doesn't solve anything. I know, what's your dorm? Punch all, 303. I'll be back. You march your way firmly towards Pledge Hall, uncaring of the rapidly approaching curfew. No, the curfew was like 5 minutes ago. We literally just had this conversation. If Charon wants to cause a problem, he'll have a much bigger problem on his hands. Your mind is spinning with possibilities, frustrations, and words that you hope you'll manage to sift through before you arrive at the dorm door. Your feet carry you faster than your mind can process. It's almost curfew. Who is it? Go check. Maybe it's the RA? Hi, can I... Post, what are you doing here? Have you been thinking about how we lost in the Millennium Drop? Me too. What happened with Leaf? Leaf? Oh, right, Leaf! It was just an awful accident. I was planning a party for next weekend, bunny-themed, and all the girls were coming to wear their bunny suits. It would have been really cute and sexy. But Leaf got the date wrong. She came yesterday instead of next Saturday. She walked in while I was in a study group with my water-type classmates. It was an innocent mistake. I was just totally overlooking it, but Leaf got really... Well, I didn't say it, but the people I was studying with said bitchy. It is hard to believe that this was an accident. But if it was, even if there was the smallest possible chance, it's worth pursuing to the end. One thing you're certain of is that yelling at Clara will not make Leaf feel better, will not make Clara feel guilty, and will not make your chest stop hurting. There must be another way to handle this. One that results in the least amount of harm for everyone. Clara, I'm really sorry. What? This sounds like a huge mistake. It's incredibly unlikely, and that makes it even harder to believe it really was. Oh, so you don't? But I believe you, and I'm sure you must be really hurting inside that there are people out there who'd think you'd do something like that to your friend when you were just trying to set up a fun party. Yeah, I'm really upset. I know there are a lot of hurt feelings on both sides. Leaf is really upset, and I believe you when you say that you are too. But I promise I'll do my best to make this right, to sort out these hurt feelings for everyone. I don't know how I'll do it, but like you always say, you like me because I follow through when I promise something, so you know what my promise means. Wait, sorry, stop, I'm confused. Are you messing with me right now? No, I really do promise I'll figure out how to make you feel better. Your friendship shouldn't end because of this awful mistake. And neither should our partnership in the Millennium Drop, you know? Why are we doing this? Why the fuck are we doing this? I think the first step is probably an apology. On both ends. Oh no, Leaf will never apologize. She's so stubborn and she has it out for me now. I'll work on her. It'll take some time before she's ready, and I wouldn't blame it if it takes some of you time. Oh my god, if it takes you some time too. But I believe in both of you. I know you'll get there. What is happening? We're going to rebuild this bridge, Clara, stronger than it was before, and we'll come out of this laughing. There's just one thing I gotta check. You were just trying to throw a party, right? Like that innocent desire is where this all came from? Yeah. Oh, but I canceled next week's party. I think it would be too awkward now. I mean, the first person I invited freaked out at me, so I got it. Thanks, that's all I need to know. Yeah, sure. I'll see you later. Just because we didn't get into Millennium Drop doesn't mean we can't hang out, right? I mean, yepers. You leave. What the hell was that? That's not how this conversation was to go. That's not how it was meant to go at all. You're back? Yeah. What'd you learn? Bear with me, guys. I think there's at least a chance that this was a mistake. It might be that Clara missaid the date once, or maybe Leaf misremembered. Either way, I don't think we want to do anything rash. Dude, a mistake? A misunderstanding? Come on, man. There's seeing the best in everyone. That's what Yellow does, and that's what you're doing. And then there's what you're doing. That's way too far. Clara's a psycho. That's not the term I'd use, but Ethan may be right. I try to see the best in everyone, but even I can't really see how this could genuinely be an accident. About midday, I noticed that Leaf was still in her room. I knocked on the door, but she's not answering and it's locked. Are you sure she's still in there? I eventually got to speak with her when I said that I was going to call Nurse Miram in case she was having a medical emergency, but all she said was, "Don't, I'm fine." I hear water splashing every once in a while, and I think she's run out to the bathroom a couple of times. I never saw her, though. That makeup she was using, that stuff notoriously difficult for... That was notorious for being really hard to get off. It's great for contests, because no matter how much you sweat, it won't ever run, but you kinda need to scrub it with water for hours to even make a dent, and if it's on your face, then it's... I mean, I kinda get the idea Leaf wouldn't want to do that. As much as I hate to say it, maybe you should talk to her. I mean, out of all of us, I can try. Leaf. Fail. What a reference. It's really bad, guys. Normally, if she's feeling bad, she'll say she wants to die or is leaving the country or something. But nothing but sniffles. I'm trying to think of a way we can patch this up. Both their feelings are really hurt. There's gotta be a way we can mend that bridge, right? The rest of the dorm shifts uncomfortably, avoiding eye contact. I'm with you all the way, man, but frankly, I kind of want to do Blue's plan. What if you're wrong? What if Clara really just wanted to feel... Oh, what just disconnected, by the way? Hold on. Okay, good. What if Clara just wanted Loaf to feel really shitty for a week and have to waterboard herself to get all that makeup off? Then we don't lose anything by assuming the best out of everyone involved. Like I said, I'll support you, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that Loaf's going to be pissed to hear this. And it's kind of messed up that I have to be Loaf's advocate here. Yellow baton pass. I would have just said what you said. I promise that my plan will work out best for everyone, if it works. Everyone, even Clara. What's your plan, dude? My plan is to figure out a way to fix this situation in a way that works out best for everyone. The 5 of you all look at each other helplessly. You shift your weight from foot to foot and you scratch your necks. Someone coughs. Well, what do we do? Even if she was embarrassed. Huh, what is that? Amarillo? I don't even know what the hell that was. I'm just surprised. Surprised that Leaf, of all things, would be embarrassed to wear, well, anything. Well, it's, context. At an actual bunny party, it would have been fine. It looked great, store-bought, obviously, but it was a good fit. Cute colors. I thought she was confident enough that she'd never feel embarrassed, though. Especially about something she was wearing. She's so beautiful. Nah, in fact, she gets embarrassed probably more than you do. Okay, we need to help her. Maybe Clara, too. Thanks, Yellow, and yeah, that's what we want to do. I need a plan. Yeah, well, we don't have one. Loaf's the planner. We're just some little minions. Wait, you're right, actually. What, I am? Leaf plans for us. She's always the one making the plan and organizing us, bringing us together, leading us to something. Something. But the tailor needs clothes, too. She's out. That means we need to step up. We need to plan without her, for her. Come on, if we can put our heads together, we can figure something out. By the way, I like how the door's just still open. The tailor needs clothes. Whitney, in the nurse carouse, she makes clothing. I can do some sewing, too. Sewing as well, so that's 2, but is that enough? I'm not really sure what you're getting at, but if we're listing tailors, I make my own clothes and my girlfriend's, too. Wait, what are you getting at? Yeah, I'm lost. The tailor needs clothes. And the tailor needs a lot of clothes, and she needs them before next Sunday. Yeah, well, I'm so confused. What's going on? Let me answer your question with a question in the style of the inimitable Professor Oak. How comfortable are you with cross-dressing? What? Time out, time out. I did not read that frill in my mind before I said that. What? You guys can hear my voice going out, right? My time has come. What? That's it? We can't just end on that! That's like saying, that's like a girl walking up to her boyfriend saying, I'm pregnant, and then walking out of the door! No, that can't be it! Oh my god, bro. Well... I guess thank you guys for watching. I don't know, man. I'm confused. I want more, and I'll see you guys in 3 months. Bye-bye.